Welcome to Daily Devotion. Today we'll be reading from the Kingfisher book of Bible stories. Retold by Anne Pillin, illustrated by Kady MacDonald Denton. How God made the world. In the beginning, God made the heaven and the earth. But at first the earth was shapeless and empty, and everything was covered with thick darkness. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that it was good. So he separated it from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness night. Then God made the sky, stretching it out over the earth like a great tent. And he gathered the waters together in one place, so that dry land appeared. On this land he set plants and trees growing, and it all seemed very good. Then lights were put in the sky like great lamps, the sun, the moon, and the stars, to mark the season and to make night and day. Into the sea God put all kinds of fish and birds to fly above them in the air. "Multiply," he said to them all, "and fill this land of mine with young." Then he said, "Let the dry land be filled with animals, with those that walk and creep and jump and run." And it all seemed very good. At last God said, "Let us make man in our own image and likeness." So mankind was made. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And the human creature he had made were special, because they were like God. They were put in charge of all the things that now fill this marvelous new world. And God blessed them. "Rule over the earth and its creatures," he said. "They are for you." Then God looked all around and saw that his creation was very good indeed. It had taken 6 long days to make it. So on the 7th day, he rested. That is why the 7th day of the week is a holy day, because it is when God rested from all his work. Adam and Eve, Genesis 2-3. The man that God made was named Adam, and for him, in a place called Eden, he planted a most beautiful garden. It had 4 great rivers flowing from it, and flowers and trees of every kind. 2 trees were special, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which grew right in the middle. "You may eat fruit from any of the trees," God said, "except from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You do that, you will die." So Adam lived in Eden, ruling over its animals, giving them all names. But he was lonely. So God made a woman to live with him and share the garden. Her name was Eve. One day a cunning creature came slinking by and said to her slyly, "Did God really tell you not to eat from any of the trees in the garden?" "No," Eve answered, "only from the tree in the middle of the garden, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If we eat its fruit, we shall die." "That is not true," the creature told her. "You will not die. God only said that because He knows that if you eat from it, you will become like Him, knowing both good and evil. Then Eve, seeing how lovely the fruit was, and wanting to be wise like God, stretched out her hand, took it, and ate. And when Adam came, he ate also. In the cool of the evening, God walked in his garden and came looking for them. But knowing they were naked, they were ashamed and had eaten away. He called out to them and said, Adam, Eve, did you eat fruit from the forbidden tree? Eve gave it to me, answered the man. But it was that creature's fault, the woman explained. He tricked me. Then God said to the creature, you will be punished for what you have done. From now on you will be a snake which cannot walk upright, but only crawls along the ground, and you shall eat nothing but dust. And the wretched snake slithered away. Then God turned to Adam and Eve. Now that you have eaten of my tree, you must leave this garden and live in the world. From now on you must work, tilling the stony soil until it produced enough food for you to eat. And they went sadly away. Then God thought, what if they should now reach out and taste from the tree of life? Then they would live forever. So when he had cast them out of Eden, he put an angel there and a flaming sword that turned this way and that to guard the tree of life. Wow, what a story. Thank you for joining me for daily devotion today. And join us next time for Cain and Abel, the first murder.